And my dad's a little young because he had me young, so we're drinking. We're really, really drunk, okay? So my dad says, isn't it crazy that men used to get a finger up the arse to check their prostate, but now they can do it with a blood test? It's crazy we ever had to go through that. None of you in a million years could have guessed that was the sentence I was about to say. The shock on your faces. But then I said, why do they still put a finger up a woman's arse? And they all looked at me, and did you ever have a room that is so drunk become collectively sober? I've never seen the girls with better posture. But I would say dumb stuff a lot, like, I know I don't have a prostate. And my friend was like, are you having a breakdown? See my dad pull away my whiskey. So I was like, no, let me explain. It's just my gynecologist has been doing that to me for 8 years in the States. And my friends looked visibly upset, okay? They were like, oh my God, you've been assaulted. And then me and my dad looked at each other, and it's the hardest we've ever laughed. Nothing funnier in Ireland than a bit of trauma, to be honest. It's very bonding. But I also think because it's the one time, you can never, ever blame a victim, but it's the one time I give you permission to blame me, because in 8 years I never went, why are you putting a finger up my arse? I was just like, does it look good? Okay, great. My friend gave me her gynecologist then. She's like, you need to go to her next. It was kind of crazy though when I went. She didn't even look at my arsehole. She got the weirdest Yelp review that day. I was like, 5 stars, won't finger your arse. But before I went, when we were sitting there all drinking, my friends were really distraught and they were like, you have to report your gynecologist. You're going to have to call up. And I was like, call? I'd rather be fingered in the arse. No, thank you. It's way more uncomfortable. On the phone, the anxiety. I can't. I do have ADHD. It's weird though, because I got told by my therapist again, but I actually was told as a child, the doctor told my mother, but my mother is not a reliable resource, okay? She's possessed by demons, which is how we say mental health issues in Ireland. But she's mental. So I didn't really know if I had it. I should have known. I do remember at one point being tied up with a rope because I was so hyper. It's okay, that's just our Ritalin. When we grew up, it was so weird with mental health issues. Like, it's a land of, we're mental. We're all mental, okay? There's like famine, trauma. Everybody has ADHD. Like, I got diagnosed by my therapist over here when she named out the qualities. I was like, you mean being Irish? Like, it's just a land of people talking over each other and running around, like, naturally on cocaine. But it's just, it must be that sort of in the, but it's okay to be mental, but it's not okay to get the help or be told you're diagnosed mental. Okay, let me explain. Right, okay, so, because growing up we had this, she's trying to go to therapy. This is an intervention, there's no taping, lock the doors. The doctor is coming. But it's okay, it's not a gynecologist. The gyno will see you. But it's better to be mental than to be diagnosed mental, okay? I'll give an example. There's this guy in my town, he was called Crazy Bob. Everybody loved Crazy Bob. Crazy Bob was a part of the community. Now, Crazy Bob was called Crazy Bob because he would set things afire. You know, your car going fire, you'd be like, fucking Crazy Bob is at it again. Well, you loved him, you didn't care. You were just like, I got a new car. It was grand. But then months went by and Crazy Bob stopped setting things afire. And everybody was like, oh my God, what's going on with Crazy Bob? And then one of the girls was like, did you not hear he got diagnosed and he's taking pills? And everybody was like, Bob really is crazy. It's a weird attitude to have, but I do think that it should be kept in consideration where we are with that stuff when you're throwing out the stereotype that we're alcoholics. And I'm not going to say that we're not. You know, some people are, and alcoholism is a thing. But I think you should just understand why. If we can't do pills and we can't do therapy, what the fuck do you expect? Okay? We're just self-medicating as a nation, okay? And it's a bit judgmental that every time you meet an American person, they're like, oh my God, are you from Ireland? Are you an alcoholic? While they're popping Xanax. Yeah, my booze are my Xanax. Keeps the voices away. I do know that there's definitely still an issue with it because we have propaganda, because every Irish person says the exact same thing when you ask them why do they drink so much. They'll always go, it's just to take the edge off. The edge is a serious mental health issue. ADHD, it's weird because when you come here and you tell people you've issues, Americans will always try to fix you. And I don't want to take pills for ADHD. I'm happy with my life, okay? It's a bit blurry, but I'm happy, okay? And I hate that people keep trying to bully me into taking pills. I don't want to. I've come so far. You know, I've gone to therapy, I masturbate. Leave me alone. It's already ruined me. So I can't also do pills. It's just too much. And so I remember this girl, and she was like, you need to do the pills. You need to do the pills. And I was like, why? And she was like, it's the first time I ever understood my thoughts. I was like, fuck that. Okay, my thoughts is a crazy person running through my head. It's intrusive thinking, but it is. It's just in and out. That's not me. It's just whoosh. You know, it's like when you're in the subway and there's a crazy person runs through the kind of carriage, but then it's in the next carriage. Gone. You just ignore it. Go over there. So that's all. It's just a subway person going. You want me to slow that down? No fucking way. My thoughts are a Bad Bunny song. I understand about 5 words. I'm happy with that. I'm just like, hola. ¿Cómo estás? Don't need my thoughts to be sweet, Caroline. Kill your cat. I won't. I love my cats. I love my cats so much, but anyway, we don't have time to get into it. My cats are the best. No, they are. One of my cats has like severe anxiety, which is like, hysterical. The other one is literally like a 1920s Irish gangster. He goes, meow. And when he killed a mouse, he didn't just kill it, he drowned it in his water bowl. I swear to God. But my other cat has a lot of anxiety, and because my ex was a quite tall-built man, my cat was traumatized by him. Anytime he'd move, this anxiety cat would just like run under the bed. So when I got my new apartment, and it's way bigger than the one I was living with my ex, and it's mine, and I'm all by myself, the cat was having a better time than me. I've never seen him just running around. He was like, meow, meow, meow. He's having his eat, pray, love moment. But anyway, that was just such a distraction because the ADHD, that's not in my notes. No, I find people here quite open with mental health, and I really do love that, and it's helped me so much. It's why I went to therapy. It's why he's gone to therapy. It's why you will go. But no, you're not prepared for it, though, when you first move here. It was very stressful for me when I first moved here. I went into a bar. I ordered a cocktail, and I hadn't had a cocktail before, to be honest, so I was really excited. So I'm ordering a cocktail. And then this American woman looked at me, and she goes, oh, my God, you got an accent. And I was like, so do you. And then she took a second to kind of register that. But then she started to talk about living in the United States, how hard it is, and she got into really deep stuff, which is so funny because you guys are so friendly. Irish people are so friendly. The difference is Irish people, surface level, okay? It's friendly, but it's a bit of crack. Crack means fun. It's easy going, okay? But here it's more deep. It's more. I can't have that conversation if I haven't had booze. So in Ireland, when we have deep conversations, it unfortunately is when we're drunk, and we actually have a name for it. Like we have an acronym. It's DMC. For anybody who doesn't know what a DMC, it is deep, meaningful conversation. We're so uncomfortable with the words, we had to abbreviate it to something that sounds like the DMV. It's the same experience. Oh my God. So she's talking to me, and I'm like, I just don't think I can have this level of conversation. And I'm willing the bartender to be quicker, really regretting choosing a cocktail at this point. And she looks at me, and she dropped a bottle of pills, and really loudly, and remember, this is 10 years ago, so I wasn't as fucking woke as I am now. Really loudly, she goes, oh my God, that's my lithium, or something from the fucking periodic table. I would have never saw that in Ireland, because if anyone had pills, they'd never own up to it. If someone dropped a bottle of mental health pills, they'd be like, don't look! It's just the dog's medicine. And then they would lie about a dog for 10 years. But then she looked at me and she goes, oh my God, sometimes I feel suicidal. I'm not qualified to have that conversation. Okay. Also, don't come to an Irish person with something deep and being serious like that, okay? Come to us for jokes, because you go, oh my God, I'm suicidal, and we go, let's get the rope. You do that to an Irish person, they'll be like, life is good.